Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's severe weather update. So we're going to have another severe weather risk coming up Thursday this week, where a slight risk of severe weather has been issued for central and western Texas from the Rio Grande border through Abilene through Wichita Falls into central and western Oklahoma in the yellow for Thursday, including Oklahoma City, Norman, Moore, Fort Sill, and Woodward, and marginal risk surrounding that in the dark green extending into central Kansas. And looking at the probabilities of severe weather within 25 miles of location for Thursday, we have a 15% chance of severe weather within 25 miles of location in the slight risk area from the Texas-Mexico border through northwest Texas into west central Oklahoma, and a 5% chance of severe weather within 25 miles of location in the marginal risk in the brown for Thursday. Now, looking at the atmospheric setup for Thursday's potential severe weather event, we're going to have a shortwave trough at 500 millibars moving into Texas by Thursday around noon. As we go into the afternoon, this shortwave trough is going to move into west and eventually into north Texas, bringing some upper level wind energy across the state Thursday afternoon, evening, maybe even overnight. Now, looking at the low-level jet on the projected model on the North American model, we can see that by Thursday noon, we're going to have a weak low-level jet across much of Texas. And as we go into around 4 o'clock Central Time Thursday afternoon, the low-level jet will strengthen a little bit across areas of western central Oklahoma, northwest Texas. So we could be dealing with an isolated to scattered tornado threat due to some low-level jet moving across the area Thursday evening across northwest Texas into central western Oklahoma. So be on guard for a few tornadoes due to the upper level wind energy being favorable for a few tornadoes on Thursday evening across northwest Texas and west central Oklahoma. And as we go into the evening, we might see the tornado threat ramp up across north central Texas and central Oklahoma as the low-level jet intensifies across the area. Now, looking at the instability setup for Thursday, we're going to have quite a bit of instability to work with Thursday across Texas and Oklahoma. We're going to have a dry line setup for Thursday afternoon, where storms are going to initiate along the dry line, and as we go into around 4 o'clock Central Daylight Time in the afternoon, we're going to be seeing widespread convective available potential energy values between 2,000 and 3,000 from the Rio Grande border through the hill country, through Abilene and into northwest Texas through Wichita Falls towards central Oklahoma. So a lot of atmospheric instability for these storms to work with on Thursday, and a lack of capping as well along the dry line from the Rio Grande border in Del Rio through Oklahoma City. So this is going to be a cause for concern through 7 o'clock before the atmosphere becomes capped overnight. And thankfully, it'll be capped overnight, so even though the low-level jet will intensify, we won't be really seeing much of a tornado threat once the sun goes down. And finally, looking at the moisture setup for this for Thursday's severe weather threat. We're going to have a lot of moisture to work with as well, as we're going to have dew points in the mid to upper 60s across central southwest Oklahoma, across all of West Texas from north to south by noon, and going to 4 o'clock. The dew points are going to increase to the upper 60s from Del Rio through the hill country into southwestern Oklahoma. And as we go into 7 o'clock, we could see dew points cracking 70 in some locations. So plenty of moisture to work with for any storms that develop on Thursday across these areas. So I'm going to continue to monitor the severe weather situation for Thursday, as it looks like we have some ingredients coming together for some severe weather on Thursday. So make sure if you live in the slight risk especially you're paying close attention to the weather for Thursday, as we could be seeing some large hail damaging winds and even some tornadoes from southwest Texas all the way through north central Oklahoma. Thanks for watching this evening's severe weather update. Stay safe. Have a wonderful evening, my friends.